Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, July the 13th, 2023. Thursday, July the 13th. Well, we've got Curtis in limbo. You know, he sees his mom because he's actually coding out on the table. So they're trying to, revive him, do shock and all of that to get him back. But the meantime, he's with his mother, and she's he's like, "Mom, you're here," and but why? This seems, the picnic blanket seemed familiar. She said he ate all of whatever food that was. I don't know if she said potato salad or whatever. Didn't care. But anyway, he kept saying, "But like, where am I? Or you're really here?" He's druggy. And she goes, "Yes, and we're together. And Tommy's here. Tommy's working on the car." And he goes, "Tommy?" She goes, "Yeah, yeah." And so he kept hearing, at this point, TJ said, "Uncle Curtis, come back, come back." And he's like, "Do you hear that?" He said, "No, no, no, I don't hear it. That's Tommy. That's Tommy calling." He goes, "No, that doesn't sound like Tommy." And he's like, and TJ's like, "You got to come back. Trina needs you. What Portia needs you. We need you." And so she's now trying to pull him even harder. "No, you need to stay here. Stay. The whole family's together again. It's been so long. I'm gonna take you to Tommy right now. Let's go. We're gonna go to Tommy." And he was just kind of like, "No, and I'm condensing it down because they had way too many scenes of it, right?" He's like, "No, something tells me if I leave this park with you, I'm never going to see Trina again, and I'm never going to see Portia again. So no, I'm not going to go." And then she's talking about, "I wish I would have been strong. I wish I would have been strong like like you're strong, because had I been strong, then maybe I would have had a chance to meet Trina." And I'm like, "Oh, now you talking some names that he knows." See, all the other conversation was his dead brother, Tommy. "Let's go see Tommy." You's always blaming Tommy. And Marsha Stella was telling stories of Curtis when he was young to Trina and Portia, while they're waiting. Sonny and Nina came. And first I thought Marsha was going to give Sonny a hard time because there was a time when Marsha couldn't stand Sonny. Sonny, like, "I can go toe to toe with you, Sonny." It's like, sit down, old man. No, you can't. No, you can't. But anyway, he was saying, because he goes, "Who shot my boy?" And then he tells Sonny, "You know what? I apologize for that because I know you didn't do it." And Sonny says, "Well, look, I'm going to find out who did. I'm going to find out who did." And I'm looking at Sonny and I'm thinking, you going to find out who did just like you found out who shot at you at the warehouse, right? Brick doesn't seem to be that effective as he used to be because you still don't know, Sonny. You still don't know. So anyway, um, later at the end of the show, Curtis and the doctor that was performing the surgery is walking up to the family, and they're all looking at him like, "It's Portia's like, "Did Curtis make it through the surgery?" And here's TJ and the doctor. Why do they do that? Why would you walk up to a family looking? Your face and your eyes are saying, "No, they died. And I'm here to give you bad news," right? That's what your face, and you not speaking right away. See, instead of coming up to a family saying, "Oh my God, Uncle Curtis made it. He's in critical condition, but he made it, y'all." And everybody would be screaming, right? This is his uncle. He knows his uncle's not dead. Even if his uncle might be paralyzed, you still gonna let the family know he made it through the surgery. However, there are some complications, right? You don't come up like Curtis being paralyzed is worse if Curtis died. Come on now. I hate it when soaps do that with doctors giving people news. So we'll find out about that tomorrow, right? We'll find out all about that news tomorrow. So now we have Cody getting roughed up by Selena Rule's man, and she's having him rough him up, right? So finally, the guy is got some utensil tool there at the bar, getting ready to poke it through the top of Cody's hand, and Cody's like, "Wait, wait, wait! I could make you a rich woman." So she tells her guard, "Hold on." So he flips Cody around to her. She goes, "What do you mean?" No, she didn't say that. She goes, "What do you mean?" And he says, "I'm going to come into some money, a large, large sum of money from the WSB. They took something of mine and it got destroyed or whatever." What happened to that necklace? It did get destroyed because Victor got a hold of it. And it got destroyed while it was in their possession. It wasn't in their possession. Robert Scorpio. It was stolen from them. It was stolen from Anna and Valentine, right? I mean, okay. Why would the WSB pay for it? That's an interesting piece. They didn't have it. I guess they want us to forget that, right? They didn't have it. Anna and Valentine lost it. So anyway, I guess we're supposed to forget that part. And so she goes, "Okay. And how much?" He goes, "Millions, millions. And you can have a cut." She goes, "You could have half." She looked at him. She goes, "Oh no, 60-40. 60-40, meaning I'm 60, you 40. So guess what? I just think, I wouldn't tell her how much I really got, Selena. Yeah, give you 60% after I take my cut off top. Ooh, but look, she'll kill him if she finds out what it really was, right? So, now they're best friends. She goes, "Okay." But that still doesn't answer how you gonna cover what I lost tonight, or these lectures, the last 2 nights, right? And he goes, of course. Because she goes, "Oh, no, no, you don't get out. Once you're in my organization, once you're in, there's no getting out." So he was like, "Oh," and he thought he could go, because at one point she was going to let him go and he begged her to stay. I could help, right? So he should have cut cut and run then when you had a chance. Should have cut and run, Cody. So now they're out he gets a phone call. He goes, "Am I free to leave?" And she goes, "Yeah, you're free to go." And so he goes out and he hears a message from Sasha. She needs his help. So he's calling her saying, "Sasha, I just got your message." But of course, Sasha's detained by Chase, and I'll get to that in a minute. So Selena comes back out and she says something to, "Is everything okay?" And he goes, "Yes, a friend's in trouble. And, she was trying to get a hold of me." And so Selena goes, something she says, and she kind of rubs his cheek with her hand. And you see this, it almost looks like a rifle target on Selena, right? And I'm thinking, is somebody going to shoot at Selena? But it was Sam. Sam was taking pictures because, Sam is like, no, Sam saw Gladys. They were at this, I guess, a more high-end store. And little Sport comes in. She has 2 dresses. And Gladys, who had enough money to make an installment to Woo, but yet she's spending it on a full-length mink coat. Now, you know how much they cost. Chick, and it's summertime. You're gonna buy a full-length mink coat in the summertime. Where you gonna wear it, Gladys? Classless. And how are you going to explain where you got a full-length mink coat from? See, Gladys don't think. So she's got it on in the mirror. She's looking at it, and Sport comes up. Ooh, that feels soft. And she goes, watch your hand. Like almost said, take your grubby hands off of this. She goes, ooh, watch your hands on this, little girl. And Sam walks in. And Sam says, well, you have a great disposition with children. And Gladys looked at Sam. Oh, well, I mean, I just, she's got to watch what she's touching and whatever. So Sam just looks at her. So then Sam says, Scout, honey, I want you to, Scout had 2 dresses in her hand. Go try those dresses on. And let's see. Go try on some dresses. We'll see what you're going to get. So Gladys is like, well, what do you got you 2 doing here? She's getting a dress for her swim class. They swim in dresses now, Gladys says. And Sam says, no, they're putting on a play and she needs a dress. And so she goes, that's a pretty expensive coat you have on, Gladys. And Gladys looks at her. Yeah, and she goes, that's interesting. Kind of like, where are you getting the money for this? And Gladys is like thinking, don't ask me too many questions, right? So Sam asked her, she goes, you and your friend, Miss Wu, are really getting close, aren't you? And she goes, what makes you think Miss Wu is my friend? She goes, well, Spinelli said that, you were adamant about Cody going to jail. Adamant. And then Selena Wu takes you and Cody, which is interesting, over to a table, talk to you both, and then all of a sudden you changing your story. She goes, no, somebody came forward. She goes, She said, once Miss Wu, Selena got involved, Gladys, you changed your story. What's going on with that relationship? How are you all connected? So she goes, well, ask Cody. Why don't you just go ask Cody? And Gladys is like, she takes her phone and she grabs the coat and she walks out. No, Scout comes back out. And Scout says, Mommy, I don't know which one. She had 2 dresses, the pink one and a white one. And it really was peach. It wasn't pink. And she goes, okay, you know what? Go back in the dressing rooms. I want you to put them on and we'll decide together. Okay. Let me take a look at you in both of them. So she goes, okay, Mommy. She goes, I'm coming right behind you. And so Gladys said something snarky to Sam. And then she goes, and by the way, tell her to take the white dress because peach ain't her color. Sam looked at her and Gladys, jerked her head around and with her mink and walked out. And I thought, oh, that could have been fighting words for Sam. Going, what? Those fighting words. You better be happy my daughter is with me. So anyway, Gladys gets the message that Sasha's been arrested, right? Meantime, Chase finally gets a hold of Maxie and tells Maxie what happened. And Maxie's like, oh my God, I'm coming, right? I'm on my way. But Maxie was in Kelly's and Alexis was in Kelly's talking to Christina. And Christina still got it in her head. No, you know what? I'm back to, I want to be a surrogate again. She's back to that. Yep. And I'm going to go to the hospital and talk to Molly. And Alexis is like, please, Christina, please. Do not bring that up now. TJ's family is in crisis and Molly is just focused on that. If you're going to support your sister, fine, but do not bring that up there, Christina, please. Love you, Mom. Bye. Christina. So anyway, she gets to the hospital. She didn't bring it up just yet because Molly said, Chrissy, I'm so happy you're here because some family to help comfort her, right? So Alexis texts Sonny saying she needed to see him. So he goes to see Alexis and she's saying, I have every doubt. I mean, I have every confidence that Christina will get this clinic, this nonprofit project off the ground. She said, but Sonny, she needs some guidance on it, please. And she listens to you. Don't just, this is a huge project. Give her some guidance. And he's like, yeah, okay. Right. And I don't think she talked about Christina wants to be a surrogate. I don't think it got to that point yet. If it did, I fast forwarded it because I kind of thought their conversation was boring. Actually, I'll push the fast forward in a heartbeat. I sincerely will, and that's the truth. So now we have what is this? Oh, I already did that, Cody. Okay. And yep, I did that one too. Okay, so this is the last picture I have. We have Chase in with Sasha. Gladys finally gets there. I can't wait for Gladys to get what's coming to her. So Sasha's like, I didn't do it. This is a misunderstanding. Sasha didn't even really remember a lot of what happened. See, that should be telling her something's wrong. Because she did pay for some stuff. She had bags, right? And so Chase said, she goes, I didn't do it. There's a misunderstanding. And no, because he goes, you might want to, call a lawyer. Why would I call a lawyer when I'm innocent? And so he opened up his iPad and showed the security footage from the store. Sure enough, she's all giddy like she was high and stuffed. Actually, it was 2 blouses in her purse. And she's looking at it and she goes, I don't remember that. I couldn't have done that. And she looks at Gladys like, what's happening? And Gladys goes, well, that is you. And I'm like, oh my God. There's a special place for you, Gladys. And Gladys is even kind of, I told you it's too soon for you to be too soon for you to be, making decisions. I'm thinking, what does making decisions have to do with this? See, no. What does that have to do with a guardianship, Gladys? But you making it that. It's too bad Chase isn't really going to be looking at what it seems like. Because this is Sasha hasn't been acting like this since she was doing drugs. And she's been doing so well. So what changed? I'm surprised she didn't, as they're getting ready to leave, because Maxie comes rushing in saying, okay, the customer, the designer boutique, they're dropping the charges. I just came from there. And Chase goes, she goes, you could go call and double check. And he gets up and he's gonna go call. So he's like, Sasha's looking at Maxie. Maxie, thank you. Thank you, Maxie. I don't know what happened. I don't even remember doing that. And so Maxie's just looking at Sasha. And she said, well, I had to promise a cross promotion with the Deceptor. And so Sasha goes, I will put in so many hours. I'll do all the work. And she goes, no, that's the thing. That's part of the stipulation. They don't want you anywhere around their business and their merchandise. And Sasha just looks at her. Oh. And Gladys is looking like, yeah. And Chase comes in. He goes, okay, they are dropping all the charges. You are free to go, Sasha. So she grabs her bag. Gladys goes out first, and then Sasha's looking really sad and confused, going out after, holding her bag. I'm thinking, I'm surprised you don't put it on the table, take your pill out and take it. Because she's been popping pills like the candy, right? So I felt really, I'm not liking the way they're having this, because Sasha has gone through so much, and to just see Gladys prey on her, I mean, that could send somebody in, to taking an overdose, to suicide, anything. And Gladys is happily doing it. She really is. Now she might say, I do care about her. It ain't gonna hurt her, right? Oh, okay. But let me go buy a mink coat instead of replacing the money she stolen from Sasha. Instead of replacing it, she went and bought something for herself. Okay, let's go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner. Eduardo says, I don't know about you guys, but where were we going with dead people having cars in heaven? I know Tommy was working on that car, right? Only Curtis's mom. What's your opinion on this tidbit? The writers are making it hard for the originals when they return. The amnesia stories um, are like overstretched rubber bands. Well, the whole Curtis thing, that was, you know what? They have people when they're about to die see something. So I didn't care about that. But you know what? I didn't listen to it all. I fast forwarded a lot of it. And that's the truth, because I'm like, come on now. Let's get to where he says I gotta go back. Because I already knew that, if Tommy, that's Tommy. That's Tommy talking. You want to go see Tommy? I'm like, shut up. Oh my goodness. And then Linda says, I'm hoping that Anna and Sonny become very good friends like Sonny was to Luke. I don't think Anna ever wanted to arrest Sonny, because Sonny and Jason has been helpful to Anna in the past. Sonny needs all the help he can get because of Selena and Mason's boss lady. And then Jane says, I know you, Erica Kane, was Bianca's mother, but was Jackson her father? Well, Jane, no. Bianca's last name was Montgomery, because Erica, one of her many marriages, she was married to Travis Montgomery, who was Jackson's brother. Travis had dark hair. Travis was very wealthy, which is, of course, why Erica was attracted to him. Travis and Jackson were night and day. Their person, just night and day. So Travis Montgomery was Bianca's father. And Deborah says, now that Sasha has been arrested, they will do a blood test and find the drugs. Well, no, they didn't, actually, because the department store dropped the charges. Sasha will tell the doctor gave her the drugs. I think he will deny remembering. He didn't give her a script to fill. I know. We call them prescriptions out here. He just handed her some pills. He had just handed her those pills, but they did have her type name and everything on them. So I don't know how they did that. Gladys doesn't care about Sasha, just her money. And Jocelyn telling Esme off cracked me up. Trina may need some of Jocelyn's backbone. Trina wants to hang with Spencer. She better, if Trina wants to hang with Spencer, she better stop trying to be so righteous. I hear Curtis will be unable to walk when he comes out of surgery. Yeah, it's very predictable. They're going to have him paralyzed for a while. Sabrina says, hey, Daily Recap Lady, great recap regarding the Lucy storyline. I am not feeling her because she caused Anna to get shot and she could have died. Lucy never paid for anything she does. She never pays for anything she does. Now the whole storyline about Martin won't marry her. I know they just threw that up in the air. Regarding BLQ, is she going to jail because she committed corporate espionage, or will she get a hand slap because she's a Q and Granny made her do it? At least Carly has always said she's done what she did. I'm just saying. And then Cheryl says Jackson Montgomery is always fine as I can remember. Yes, he is, still is. LaShunta says, have a seat, Gladys, and the doctor too. I don't care what happens to Cody. He thinks he is so smart, but Miss Wu is smarter. She keeps mentioning that doctor. Why is Sasha taking pills? She just take them just because. I know she just opens up, pops one in. Yes, Jack, Lucy, and Felicia should have asked Anna. They should have asked Anna to save them a trip because Anna knows. Matter of fact, Anna and Martin, I think I forgot to mention that yesterday. They had a good long talk, and they were talking about it's the number 3 that's paying him $50,000 a month. Ex-wife number 3, because she's the wealthy one, and that's why he doesn't want to get married, because he'd have to give that alimony up. And then says he can track Sasha. Wait, who can track Sasha? Oh, how did Chase know she was there? He can track Sasha down, but he can't question Nina. I know about seeing Nina on the footage. Sonny knows Gladys ain't nothing. She was asking him to talk to Sasha about the guardianship. I'm glad Brooklyn told the truth. Now she's blackmailing her about espionage. Call her bluff. For everyone saying Tracy loves her family, okay. I never really said Tracy loves her family. Remember, she held Eddie's heart attack pills so that he would sign a piece of paper, I know, before she gave it to him. Leanne says, poor Sasha, she can never catch a break. It seems like something trouble is always happening to her. The writers need to take her storyline in a new direction. Nikisha says, it was surprising to me. My mother raised me to always wash new clothes before wearing them. She used to work in a factory, and she said the clothes aren't clean because the factories aren't clean. She knew some of her coworkers didn't wash their hands. And you should also wipe your packages down too that you get delivers because the delivery trucks aren't clean. That is true. Paula says, hey, Daily Recap lady, you're so funny doing the Brooklyn. You crack me up with that all the time. Thank you, Paula. Darlene says, I think Sasha's taking too much medicine. She sure is. Annette says, pretty lady, remember when Esme disappeared for a while? Yeah, you mean when she disappeared because she had fallen off the parapet. Dex have fooled around. Maybe she and Dex have fooled around. I don't know. What will Ms. Mouth do when she learns the truth, when she finds she also is having big Dex's baby? Oh, you mean Jocelyn? You think Jocelyn's gonna be pregnant? She might if she's not using protection. That would be a good storyline. That's what Lucy said to Annette. Sabrina says to Lucy regarding Dex, I have always thought that Dex is just a new character on the canvas and the writers will develop him. But after seeing Dex and Esme's interactions, what if Dex is related to Esme's adoptive parents, who we know very little about? Dex? Just a thought. That is true. We don't know a lot about Dex. And really, when Dex came on the scene, I think Esme was gone. She was already gone. And he does look a little nervous or kind of tensed or wondering, is she going to recognize me now? You know, like that could be one of the adopted kids. Somehow, I think they're going to end up being related. I always thought some kind of way Dex was going to be Nina's son. Look, they say she had twins. Why not triplets? One was a boy. And then DB says, well, let's see. Because, yeah, Dex is Nell's age. So then that has nothing to do with Esme, because Dex is more Nell's age. DB says, poor Sasha, it's good that whatever it is, she can hide being on it. Plus she can't hide being on it. Plus she told Maxie who will tell Cody, who will put his hands on the footage, who will put his hands and foot on the good old doctor. Okay. But Cody's going to have to figure it out, and he doesn't really know what's going on with Sasha. P says, can anyone explain what Sasha's therapist is getting out of the arrangement with Gladys? I don't know. They never said. It doesn't make sense to me. Jack is fine as wine. These writers have it in for Sasha. Tracy has always been a piece of work, so mean and so unhappy. I am says, time to bring Erica to PC. Love scene JM, Jackson Montgomery. Are you trying to be funny with these initials? I am. And I think if they are going to show Susan Lucci, it would probably be not that she's in Port Charles. It would maybe be she's on some kind of conference call with Jack Montgomery and maybe Martin. It would be, she's sitting in that office talking, or we'll see her on a screen. I don't see her actually coming on the set of General Hospital. Anthony says, drop off quickly. I don't know what that means. And Georgia says, Jackson Montgomery. Ron says, those meds jacked up Sasha, and she ended up in jail for shoplifting. This doctor should lose his medical license. He thinks it won't come back on him. GH messed up when Chase came there. There was no way he knew she was there. I know. How did he? That was bad writing. How would he know she was at Michael and Willow's? Lucy said, Sasha 2.0, she was zooming like a hurricane. Love your do the Brooklyn. Thank you so much, Lucy. That's it for Comment Corner for today. I will be back tomorrow with another daily recap of General Hospital.